Hi guys, it's time to get excited over a game of Pokemon in the pub. Yes, it's the CVGS Pokémon Battle Revolution Tournament 2. And this is winners bracket round 1A. And we have Baby Marn and Sam.
Sam is on the left and Baby Marn is on the right. I should say now that Baby Marn isn't actually called Baby Marn, he's called David. But we'll call him Baby Marn because he is similar in the playstyle in Marvelous Capcom 3 to the pro player Marn. And well, this is just basically the setup turn. I'm getting the taunt, stopping Sam putting up a stealth rock.
I have to say, Baby Marn did not make a team in time, so he's using my UU team, which I trained up. I can't remember if it was ONM7 or if it was the Pokemon World tournament or something. But yeah, I trained up a while ago. So he's switching out his lead Ambiform, and we'll hopefully send up in something useful against Sam's Powdon. Now, Sam's Powdon is, well, I kind of give him a little bit of a hand this team, just in general move selection, and generally seeing what he could do with the Pokemon he was available. And Donphan tanks that Earthquake really, really well. It wasn't that bad. Because you have to consider that Donphan is UU and the Hippowdon is OU. Do you know the tiers, by the way? Do you know the tiers? Tanked like a boss. But yeah, basically, it would helpful to explain this to any viewers who don't watch Pokemon that often as well. That Pokemon are arranged in like different tiers depending on the power and how often they're used online. And basically some are really powerful, particularly many of the legendaries. They're uber in the band for good reason. Then you've got like a lot of common Pokemon like Hippowdon, Machamp, Swampert. They're OU and they're really good. Then you've got stuff like Donphan, Ampharos, Ambipom. They're still good, but they're just not used very often online. So that was an Earthquake from the Donphan, and I like how Baby Marn's handling this team. It's really good. No, Brad, he's not allowed. You're not allowed to commentate your own game. Okay, so busy waiting for people to choose their moves. Baby Marn's trying to decide something. Hippowdon uses an Earthquake again, and shows that Hippowdon is a good Pokemon, and Donphan's UU has pretty much not a good matchup against Hippowdon. But don't worry, because Baby Marn does have a lot of good Pokemon that can actually get in on Hippowdon. Although I know two Pokemon that are in this team, Arcanine and Ampharos, are weak to Hippowdon due to the ground and against fire and electric. So Baby Marn sends out my Alakazam, called Abby, because it's female and I wanted to call an Alakazam Abby. It's got a life orb, I think. And so it leads with a Psychic. Stab Psychic. And that takes out the Hippowdon. That was a good move from Baby Marn there. Revenge kill too strong. Yeah, he didn't get Sam has Stealth Rock on his Hippowdon. Yeah, and it's one of his main strategies. And he's a Jirachi. Now, I wanted a Jirachi because Jirachi is a very good Pokemon. However, the event Jirachis I have, they aren't very good natures. So it was a bit and ahhing between like deciding my final team. But yeah, using that substitute, while Jirachi leads with a Shadow Ball, and Joe wants to do something and is clicking on Firefox when I clearly use Google Chrome. Right. Okay, so that was just deciding. Right. so Jirachi is seeming like a good thing to use against Alakazam, although he comes with Shadow Ball, which is actually only neutral because Jirachi is Psychic and Steel, and the Steel is resistant to a lot of things. It's Fire is the big thing to take out the Steel Pokemon. But yeah, so that's Alakazam down, unfortunately. And here comes Arcanine, or Arcane as I've called it, which is actually a good choice to be out against the Jirachi. But will Sam predict the incoming Flamethrower and switch out? Yes, he does. So at this end, I would probably pick a ground type or a water type. It's Suicune. And I'm quite mystified by the fact that a lot of people at the CVGS can't say Suicune. And I have to say, I didn't know how to say Suicune until I actually saw the movie with Suicune in it. And all the voice actors were saying like, Suicune, Suicune. And I know now that it's called Suicune. But that's just a little story for you there. So, was that a toxic baby Marn? A toxic on Suicune. Yeah, because I set this Arcanine up to like be a kind of status inducer type thing. But it's actually really good against Suicune, except if it's got rest. If this Suicune is like a rest Suicune, not so good. So, it depends on what moves Sam has on the Suicune. But I can't remember, and he's probably changed it. But Baby Marn goes for a switch out, and he brings out my Slowbro. Now, this Slowbro is basically just a pure wall. Because Slowbro is one of the best walls in UU. Also, Baby Marn, it's got Slack Off, so you can just stall forever. Yeah, this is just stall Slowbro. So it's like really awesome. And it has, oh, it's got Grass Knot as well. So, like, it's get a super effective move against Suicune. But on saying that, Sam is now probably going to switch out now that I've shouted that it's got Grass Knot across the room, which probably wasn't a good idea. But Sam retaliates with his own Toxic, and yeah, that Grass Knot, it's coming at you pretty fast and it's super effective. But Suicune actually walls it pretty damn well. And Toxic is going to do quite a bit of damage here. It might not. Oh, it does. It does. Baby Mom was correct. And he is like waving like a boss, and Amy grabs his hand, and it's like super awesome. Oh, this is a really good play from Baby Man here, I have to say. Sam has just no answer for him at the moment. And he's like dancing. Baby Man is dancing in his chair, playing Pokemon. What else can you ask for? Oh, this Slowbro is too good. This is one of the main highlights of my team. My just epic Slowbro. I can't believe how good it is. Also, I have to say at this point, Slowbro versus Slowbro battles are quite interesting, and I think I have one on my YouTube somewhere. It brings up my Ampharos, Oran. The name for this Ampharos actually comes from when I was playing Final Fantasy XII Remnant Wings, and I named a weapon. Oh. But yeah, I named a weapon in Final Fantasy XII Remnant Wings, Oran, which was electric, and I call my Ampharos electric as well. But yeah, it's Raikou versus Ampharos, which is an interesting matchup. And Raikou goes for Crunch. I can't remember what Raikou's base stats are. I will like quickly put Smogon up and check this. Sandstorm's busy raging away while I get up Smogon. I put up Raikou. Raikou's base stats are focused in special attack and speed, 115 and 115 respectively. So I think that Ampharos is going to get outspeeded and taken out by the Raikou here. which it does, which is quite a shame. But the thing is, static. That's what I was waiting for. You have to realise that Ampharos has static maybe, man. No. Sleeping nice. Yeah, going over the rules there, saying that we have a sleep clause activated and the PBR only freeze clause activated. And Marn brings up my Ambipom. Interesting that he will do this. Oh, a Brick Break. Actually quite a good move against the Raikou. And can actually do some decent enough damage. Although, this Ambipom is more of a lead setup Ambipom. And I don't think it'll last long going by that damage against Sam's Raikou. So, at this moment in the game, it's actually pretty even. With like 2 Pokemon taking down each and 2 Pokemon like statuses. What? Yeah, I do have Silk Scarf on this. It's my Silk Scarf Ambipom. And so that's Raikou down and Marn takes the lead again, although Ambipom should succumb to the Sandstorm pretty soon, which may be in Sam's favour. I haven't a clue what CVs are, it's been that long since I trained it. I assume so. Use the old Smogon again and get Ambipom. Yeah, it probably is attack and speed because that's what the spread is on Smogon. Yeah, another return. It won't do that much against Jirachi because of steel and it's quite defensive. Yeah, that is true. It's better against anything that's not effective. But that's Ambipom taken out and it brings the game back round into Sam's favour. And we'll see what... yeah, so it's like Sam has 1 Pokemon in hand now, and Arcanine back out from Marn, which is the best choice against Jirachi. Although Sam is probably going to switch out again, so Marn should predict something. Oh, he doesn't switch out; goes directly for the Flamethrower, and this should take out Jirachi with super effective. That's 3 × 2, and yeah. That's all really good from Marn there. I'm surprised that Sam didn't switch it out at that moment in time. Why not? Alright. Yeah. This Jirachi is technically usually used as a cleric. And Sam brings out his Dragonite, which actually will be quite effective against the Arcanine, but Arcanine has good speed, so if Marn uses a Toxic here, and there he does, he uses Toxic, exactly what I would do, Toxic and Dragonite, make sure that there's actually some residual damage going on there, and it will already have taken some damage against the Stealth Rock, because it takes 2 times damage from that being flying. But interesting that Sam's Draco Meteor missed that. I'm actually thankful. And Sam can see what he does next. Okay, so if I was Marn now, what would I do? Well, there's not that much on special attack, I would think. Yeah, overheat special. Although it's not very effective against dragon types. Extreme speed might have been better, I would think. Right. Yeah. Right. Just start with Marn there. This is my Arcanine. My excellent Arcane. So... Dragonite slowly succumbing to the Toxic there, and it's coming to the late game. And an extreme speed comes from the Arcanine and actually takes Dragonite out. which is really good. Cuppa just passing tips on the Baby Marn, like he should do. Although Baby Marn has declared himself as partly semi-pro, as he has played Pokemon like before. Just that leftovers on the Arcanine, quite a good move, and probably the only other thing I could have done with that Arcanine. And here comes Sam's NTA. Although, basically the story with Sam's NTA is that he wanted to use the event NTA, that's really shiny and sparkly and actually has the full physical attack spread that NTA has, because NTA, like the standard NTA, has such a bad move pool, it's unbelievable. All of his things are special, but it's a physical attacker. Like Nintendo, at least give NTA some decent non-event moves. Yeah. I think it learns Thunder at level 70 or something, doesn't it? Yeah. Talking about Jolteon there. But yeah, I think Baby Marn only has one Pokemon left now, which is his Slowbro. So Slowbro, actually, Slowbro has Surf and Slack Off. This could be in Baby Marn's favour. This is a good matchup for Baby Marn at the moment. Although Sam uses Bite, which does have the extra chance of critical hits and flinch and stuff. Surf and Baby Marn will list KO the NTA. They're both in the same tier. It's super effective, and it does! Baby Marn takes the game, in a very close game at that. Congratulations Baby Marn, and good game Sam.